Love, light, and blessings. This is Shamanic Iraq Priestess here. And I know that it's not quite the end of June, but I wanted to make a quick chit chat, updates, and some of my June favorites video. So, June has been a very interesting month. Um, I have done a lot of work within myself. Um, this is a spiritual thing and not a spiritual thing, I guess. But to me, like self-esteem and self-worth and things like that is um, part of spirituality, in my opinion, self-love. So I recently went to the pool with the kids on Sunday, and I'm a bigger girl, and I haven't worn a two-piece in years. And I'm always telling my daughter, especially my oldest daughter, I'm always telling all my children how beautiful they are, and how the boys, how handsome they are inside and out, and things like that. And as everybody, no matter how big or small you are, we all struggle with body image, or I don't want to say all, but a lot of people do. And so she was like, "Mom, you should buy this," because I was looking up online about what stores have nice bathing suits, because it is bathing suit season. And that's something I've struggled with even when I was a smaller person, because there was a time I was a smaller person. When I got married to now my ex-husband, I was 121 pounds then. And about the time I had my third child, my body changed. I got bigger. Metabolism isn't the same, so on and so forth. And so I had to adapt to having a whole different type of body, being a plus size person. And Target has really nice bathing suits for women of my size. So sizes 12, 14, 16s, 18s, and so on and so forth. And I really like the two-piece that they had, and it's not like high-waisted, so it covers my midsection, because I have a mommy tummy, and not all mommies have the tummy, but I have a mommy tummy. And it was nice. Like, she picked something very tasteful, but I was like, no, because I don't know if I want to walk, but like, then I was like, you know what, who cares? Like, this is me, this is what I look like. So we went to the pool, and she looked gorgeous in her bathing suit. And I went out, and I just felt so good about myself. And as crazy as it sounds, like, I actually got some compliments, but it wasn't even about the other people complimenting me on like how tasteful my bathing suit was and how nice it was, like how flattering it fit me. It was more about like me, just like whether people liked how I looked or not. It wasn't about the people. It was about me showing my daughter that if I want her to be confident in her own body, that I need to walk the walk, right? And I need to be confident in my own body. And it's taken me a lot of years to get here, and there's still a lot of things that I struggle with. But that was something that I did this month, and I loved. So I did a lot of work with my self-love and self-esteem. A lot of surprising things happened in the community. I didn't follow this person's channel, but there's been a lot of response videos on both sides of the fences on a certain person that converted to Christianity and made a video. I don't really have any opinions on it, so I won't be making a response video. I think I commented on one person's video, but yeah, so that was very emotional for the spiritual community. So that was all that it did, and I'll say this, was just made me feel. And again, I don't know this person individually, and I never really subscribed to their channel, so I don't know what their content was before. I just kind of saw somebody's response video, went on their channel and watched the video for myself. My only thing is that it just made me feel stronger in my faith, because I was a very fundamentalist religious person in the past myself, and it wasn't the life for me, but people are gonna do what they're gonna do. um and that's about it. My only thing about the video was that um I didn't like everything that was said, but I just kind of let it bounce off my back and kept moving forward, because I have a lot of people like that say things like that in my own family, So I just walk away from it, and I don't engage in it because I feel like everybody has their own path, and the path that I have is the path that I have, and I love my path, and you can't convert me to something else, and I don't feel guilty or bad. I did in the past, but I pretty much gone with the whole caring about what people think about my path, or if we talk to demons or not or whatever. Like, that doesn't bother me anymore. So that was also in the month of June. Also, I bought a couple of things. I just got a package today. I've been making a lot of hoodoo lamps, so I had to reorder some floaty wicks. I have my own recipe and my own way of making these spirit lamps, and they've just it's been a lot of people have been purchasing healings and the service and everything like that, so I had to buy more of them. So the other pack had 50 and they're pretty much gone. So, and that's just in this last month. So, and then I got more in the same package, just a little small package that I got today, a little bit before I got this video. I got some Yasmin incense. I use these a lot because I completely ran out. So I got that from Amazon, and the Smith Waite Tarot Borderless Edition. So I'm going to be using this. It's going to be one of my working decks. So I can't wait to bless this and open this up and everything. It's just the regular like Centennial version without the borders. So I'm really excited about that because I love the Centennial deck. So I want to see what's going to be my reaction to that. Um, the tarot decks that I worked with this month were for self-work. I do have my working decks that I never show in my videos because they're usually the same 5. So I change my personal work decks like every 2 weeks. So I worked with um, Shadowscapes. Not Shadowscape. This is not Shadowscape. Tarot of the Hidden Realms. I'm sorry. Tarot of the Hidden Realms. I worked with this deck. And as everybody knows that's been watching my channel, once I put a deck away, I like to put them in the order that they came in. Feels like since I'm going to put them away for the next couple of months or so, I feel like that recharges the deck. Plus, I'm just OCD anyways. My kids will tell you that. I'm an OCD person. I just can't put a deck away for a long period of time if I know it's out of order. I reorder my working decks like every day after I'm done for the night and stuff. Put it back in order, like recharging it for the next work day. So that's what I do, even with my professional readings for clients and things like that. I love that card. So I work with this deck. I always get the most, not always the most positive messages. This is a very, like, when I work with this deck, it's very blunt, sometimes hard to hear messages, but I love it very much, and it has sentimental values for me. At the time that I got this deck, I was going through a crisis of not only faith, but some personal situations, and the sword suit came out a lot at that time, and it was very healing for me, and I did a lot of shadow work with this deck, so it's very personal for me. The next deck is the Victorian Fairy Tarot. I'm still working with this one, so this one's out of order. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous deck. I love it very, very much. I was inspired to get it after I saw Diane Jarecki's walkthrough of it, and I just think it is a beautiful deck. Love the guidebook that it came with. The artwork is amazing. Yeah, it's just a beautiful, gorgeous, gorgeous deck. I got this one yesterday, and I really do apply the messages that I get because I draw a daily card for myself, an oracle, and a tarot. card. I journal the next day in relations to what the card signified for that day and things like that. So just like to give me a forecast of what that day looks like, what energies I'm going to be working with, maybe a challenge I'm going to be facing for that day, the message I need to know for that day. And love it, love it, love it. So I have the card of the day for me today is this one. It's just beautiful. That's in my altar right now. Okay, so that's the deck that I'm working with for the rest of this month, and then I'm going to switch it out for another 2 decks that I'm going to be working with in the month of July. The Oracle decks that I worked with this month are Oracle of the Dragon Fae by Lucy Cavendish. This is a Blue Angel Oracle deck. And the artwork on this deck I'm not crazy about, but I do like working with it. I do like the messages that I get with it. And I love the Bridget card that's in here. I'm trying to see. The Morrigan too. There's a Bridget card in here that I like. I love this card. It's gorgeous. So I think this is a mixed artist deck. So some of the cards I like over others. So that is the Oracle of the Dragon Fang by Lucy Cavendish. And then Wild Wisdom of the Fairy Oracle by Lucy Cavendish. I love, 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 love this deck. I know some people have the older version of it. I like the backs of those, but it's fine. I love this deck very, very much. The artwork is gorgeous. It's gorgeousness. And I feel like this deck is predictive for me too. This deck also has significance on an emotional level for me too. Got it at a time of great transitions, brand new beautiful beginnings, and I will always love this deck. I've gotten beautiful messages from it. I like Lucy Cavendish's the books that come with her oracle decks. The way she describes the cards and things like that. I like her writing. So one last card. So I like working with this stuff. Especially it does feel like a summer. We're in the warm weathers, we're going out and things like that. So love working with that. Okay, trying to find somewhere. We're gonna put this here because my desk is like full. So, and then the last oracle deck I worked with is Oracle of the Shapeshifters, and I think that's Lucy Cavendish as well. And these I like to call, they look like Bratz dolls. My little girl always loves this deck. She calls it the baby deck. I like this art style. I didn't like the tarot deck that they did, so I never got it. It was very expensive, and I didn't see myself working with it, but I like them in the oracle decks. I get very great messages with this too. And I love anything with animals in it, I love. So I read this a lot intuitively too, even though I use the book. I read mostly everything intuitively anyways. So as long as the artwork speaks to me, the deck speaks to me. And I use oracle decks for myself. For a 1-card pull for the day. I rotate them on a weekly basis. I have more oracle decks than tarot decks. I adore oracle decks, especially to read myself with. I love them. And they're really beautiful to have at your altar too. So, and since my the altar that I have that for when I'm working doing readings and things like that for clients online, you can see that the card pulls for the day. It reminds me of the message that I got. So I like it. This card is ew. That bug is like, no. So, okay, so that done. And those are the decks I worked with. Another thing, oh, sorry, I hit the camera. Another thing that happened this month too, I just saw while I was logging on to make this video. A very respectful person that is a great author. I'm going to ask this individual if I'm allowed to say who they are. Messaged on one of my videos about espiritismo and just gave me like such a great compliment and honor because I respect this person. I've referenced their great book on more than one occasion in my channel. And to me, that is amazing. That someone like this individual who's a great author, who's very well known in the community of Espiritismo, will actually take the time to watch my very small channel and my video and actually enjoy it. It's a big deal. It's a very humbling experience. And I just look forward to see what other developments happen from this and all these wonderful new things that are happening in my path. And I'm just very excited. I have a trip that I'm planning. I don't have the set time yet. There's going to be like a spiritual pilgrimage. And I was talking to one of my other teachers about that. And I'm also very excited about planning that, just going back home, going back home. I most likely will be vlogging certain things that I'm allowed to show about that because this is going to be a very big spiritual experience for me. And I wanted to share it with my subscribers. Also, we're almost at 400 subscribers. So I'm excited. And I say we because this is our channel. I'm excited about that. I wanted to thank everybody for the responses that they gave me about the Orishas on our God and Goddesses. I was very nervous about making that video, but I just felt it from the heart. I felt it from the spirits that I needed to speak about that. And I want to thank you guys for the most part of being supportive. But there were some people that I deleted the comments and because I'm not interested in people being overly critical of me, not getting the point of what the video was about, and then nitpicking on very like minute details or things like that. I'm not one of those people that's going to go back and forth and argue with somebody. I'm not one of those people that are going to let like somebody bash me and leave that on my video. Because that's not what this channel's for. I'm not here to be belittled or whatever. Because I feel like this. If you know everything so much, then you make your own videos about it. Because I've never seen you make videos about it. And that's what I'm going to say about that. I'm not here to have YouTube controversy, drama, going back and forth, fighting, and that kind of stuff. Because I noticed there's some people that actually like to literally go on people's videos. They know they don't even like you, just to nitpick or bash or put down something that you put out there. I'm okay for difference of opinions, but I'm not here to be bashed. Like, I will delete your comment. I've always been that way. I do not feed trolls, and I do not feed people that just want to come on and degrade other people's stuff for ego purposes. That's not what I'm about. I'm a healer, and I'm not about that. So, but I also made these. I've been making a lot of oils in June, but I wanted to show like one of my newest creations. So I make oils to anoint candles with, anoint myself with, um, to put in to spirit lamps and things of that nature. So I have to label this little guy because now it's charged enough. So I got to put the label for what this intentions for this little guy is. And then I have this other one that I'm working on, and this one needs to get its own label too. So love making my own oils and things like that. I've been sending them some out to clients after they've booked a healing or something, if they need them and things like that for some work they need to do at home, because I do give assignments and stuff like that. I'm all about empowering clients that want to go spiritually and things like that. When they seek me out for spiritual things like works and things like that, because we all have the power within ourselves, right? We all have the power to manifest and create what we want. We just have to channel that, and it takes work. That's what they call it, workings. It takes work. It's a mutual thing. So when we do spiritual work, it's me and you working together on a common goal and purpose and things like that. So that's mostly how this month's been. It's been a very busy month. I've tried to make more videos than I did last month. I have the 2 series that I'm going to be working on, the herbal series and the different traditional religions, just an intro, quick intro, about the differences of hoodoo and voodoo and Santeria and things like that. And so I'm going to be making individual videos on those different topics as well, and continuing at least every week, at least 1 or 2 videos every week in the month of July. So much love, light, and blessings. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. And until the next video, I love you guys so very, very much. And I also wanted to say one more thing. When I made the video, I don't want anybody to think that I'm trying to exclude anybody out of anything. You can work with whatever spirits you want. But the main focus of the video was just to understand that there's a difference in different traditions. Not everybody follows gods and goddesses in every tradition. And just orishas are just orishas. That's what they are. That's a different, totally different energy. And I just encourage people to do their own research. And there's books out there that are good. And just to learn about, if a spirit comes to you, just to learn. It's like a person, you know. If I'm starting a friendship with somebody and I'm meeting you for the first time and you happen to be of a different culture than me, I like to take the time to learn about other people's culture, because I don't want to like indirectly or unintentionally insult you, because in some cultures, while some things are permissible in some cultures, some things are seen as insults in other cultures. And I always like to be, I'm not a perfect person, but I always like to be respectful of other people's cultures. And the same thing happens with the spirits. Basically, like, for example, Bridget or Saint Bridget. I've worked with in the past, you know, with Saint Bridget. And you know, she comes from Ireland, so I took the time, what are the traditional foods that they, you know, that they cook in Ireland, music. And so when I would serve this spirit, I made sure I knew things about her culture, so when I gave her offerings, they were things that more or less I know she would like, because that's from her country of origin, if that makes sense. So that's what I was meaning by that video, that if you're going to work with something outside your culture, you know, it's good to do your research. And because, you know, you should always be respectful of, in my opinion, respectful of energies. I try to treat them as I would like to be treated, just like I try to treat my clients, my subscribers, and the people around me the best way that I would like to be treated. Am I perfect? No, nobody is, but I try to be the best person that I can be. So much love, light, and blessings to everybody. Thank you so much for watching this video, and until the next video, guys, bye.